Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, it is official. The Lakers season is over after another Jamal Murray game winning shot to end the series in a heartbreaking way. Man, can I just say this? Jamal Murray, he's something special. Let me just say that right off the bat. I mean, this guy is honestly one of the greatest, or maybe like top 5, top 10 best point guards in this league, I have to say, when it comes down to it. I mean, his shot making against the Lakers is nothing but amazing to watch. And just that's just coming from a fan perspective for Jamal Murray when it comes down to it. And he ended the Lakers season. And all I can say is um, it deserved it deserved it because of the dumb decision making by Darvin Ham when it came to the rotations. Our bench players not making their free throws. I mean, just think about it. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie. If he would have made his free throws in the game, there's no doubt the Lakers would have won this game by at least, or if LeBron made his free throws in the final, like 2 minutes left remaining or 3 minutes left remaining to end the game, we would have been up by at least 3 points to end the game, if anything. But it wasn't the case. We can blame the rotations. We can blame Darvin Ham, and there's no doubt about it. He's going to get fired. There's no other way of saying it. I mean, the fact that he coached the way that he did tonight and did not allow opportunities where players were obviously playing well in this game, like Austin Reeves, for example, who I just was just watching Lakers Nation before I went on. But the thing is, there was a video that came out of Austin Reeves sitting on the bench and looking anxious that he wants to get back in the game, but that Darvin Ham was not looking and not paying any attention to that. So, in that factor, maybe that will play a big role. Potentially, him getting fired. That could be leading to that direction. But knowing the Lakers and knowing that, you know, what the commitment that they gave to Darvin Ham about not firing him and all that, it may seem that's going to lead in that particular direction when it comes down to it. But you never know. I mean, maybe he'll get fired the next day or maybe a couple of days when it comes down to it. So lots to talk about. I want to get into everything that went down tonight, and I basically said the gist of it. But you know, I there's more to talk about when it comes down to it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Once again, I want to thank every single one of you for joining me and. Of course, watching my videos and being with me throughout the season of the Lakers' 47 wins and obviously struggling with me when it came down to the 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 horrible run that we had in the playoffs. I really do appreciate all of you for sticking around and being with me when it comes down to it. And I'm really appreciate every single one of you for joining me on this live stream and for many of my post game analysis. It was a fun ride when it came down to it. But please stick around for my off-season plans and thoughts and opinions about what the Lakers should do when it comes down to it. I will be uploading a video of the Lakers' plans and what they should do when it comes to improving the roster or basically building the team to beat the Nuggets next season. That's what's the goal that's going to happen potentially. That I hope Rob Pelinka, hopefully he's listening, or if his job is on the line after this loss tonight, will he somehow build this team back to potentially just be a competitive team to go head to head with the Nuggets, with the Timberwolves, with OKC, you know, the Suns, all of that. So stay tuned, hit that notification bell, and just enjoy the ride, you know, when it comes to the off-season plans on ZL and on YouTube. So once again, Thank you all so much for joining me once again. And I'm seeing all the comments coming in from Daniel. Welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. I mean, well, yeah, they owned us. Absolutely. Jamal Murray owned us tonight when it came down to it. There's no other way of saying it. Okay. He, once again, another game winning shot that he made. And, he's not known for making game-winning shots, especially when it comes to playoffs. But he did with the Lakers, obviously in Game Two, and now in Game Five to end the series. And now the Lakers are back to where they are when it comes to building this team again in the off season. So it's a tough reality, and it may lead to potentially some talks that are going to be emerging very soon when it comes to obviously Darvin Ham's job security. No doubt about it, he's going to be gone for sure when it comes down to this loss. I mean, how do you bring someone back from this? I don't know how. So there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to potentially be fired at the end of all this, and we're not sure about the status of LeBron James. Does he want to stick around for another failed season for the Lakers if they don't get something right going into next year? It sort of remains to be seen. And he's on a player option around 52 million. Will the Lakers extend him or something like that? It sort of remains to be seen. We'll have to see what the offseason will be for the Lakers when it comes to LeBron James and his future with the Lakers. So stay tuned for the offseason and the news update speculations, because I'll bring it to you on this channel. So stay tuned. Please hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know of everything that goes down when it comes to the Lakers and their offseason plans, and obviously free agency and the draft picks and all of that. So stay tuned. I really appreciate it. And reading some more here. I mean, yeah, I mean Murray owned us without a doubt. It was a heartbreak without question. Um, Check out my reaction. I will for sure after my analysis. No doubt about it. I will check it out, Daniel. I appreciate your content, what you bring to your channel. So, yeah, I'll check it after this for sure. Trade for Murray, yeah. At this point, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but it would be nice if we do, because he's something special when it comes down to it. He's like I said, top five, top 10 best point guards in this league when it comes down to it. So, and the whole notion going into this game that he was going to be out or he was questionable to play, I didn't believe it from the start. I did not believe it from the start. I mean, this is the playoffs we're talking about, and the fact that throughout Murray's career, I mean, he was fighting through injuries, and there was a point where he was afraid that the Nuggets were going to trade him and all that. So the fact that he was not going to play in this game, I did not believe it whatsoever. I knew he was going to play. It's the type of trick that most teams play on certain teams. And I think the Nuggets have done that multiple times this season when it comes to certain opponents. And it was not a surprise to me. So, I knew he was going to play, and he balled out and, you know, beat the Lakers tonight, when it came down to it. So it would be nice if we do it. I don't know, maybe to Jonte Murray, but we have to see what the offseason will hold for the Lakers when it comes down to making some changes to our roster, without a doubt. Let's see also from Daniel. Oh, Nuggets owned us. He owns us. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Well, exactly what I said. Thank you for pointing that out. Nah, he only special versus LA. Maybe that's the reason for sure. The fact that sure he's a champion, but he never had any All Stars appearances or selections. Kind of puts into question of how good of a point guard Jamal Murray is. But I guess with the Lakers, he is a superstar caliber guy when it comes to facing the Lakers. But with that, it is. That could be the reality that he plays better, or mostly all teams. They always play their best basketball every time they face the Lakers. There's been that kind of trend for the past couple of years, or maybe just since the Lakers have been in existence. So, but yeah, I mean, maybe that's the reason why he played this well maybe, but we just have to see how he plays against Minnesota in round two after advancing and eliminating the Lakers tonight. So we'll see how he plays because Anthony Edwards, he's something special. And if anything, if the Lakers want to go for another superstar caliber player or maybe all star caliber player, maybe they should look twice at Anthony Edwards. I know he's not going to be available, so don't like attack me. When it comes to there's it's not going to happen. Why are you mentioning it? No, I mean I'm just saying. It could happen, but anything could happen. But I think he's going to remain with the Minnesota Timberwolves. But you never know. Things may happen. So just want to put that out there. Andy17, welcome to the live stream. Let's see here. Ham got to be fired on Friday. Yeah, I mean, it's leaning to that direction. There's no doubt about it. But, it sort of makes me seen of who will be available for Lakers to pursue. All I know is if we do get rid of Darvin Ham, don't go for another first time head coach scenario. I know most of people want to see Phil Handy be the new head coach. It would be nice. I love Phil Handy when it comes to his development of players and just having a good relationship with the locker room, especially with the Lakers locker room when it comes to Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and just the rest of the crew. Rui Hachimura, Vando, who surprisingly with the notification that we got that he was going to be available to play in this game in game 5, and yet he didn't play him at all, that obviously leads you to potentially getting fired. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. I mean, I'm not sure what was going on the mindset of Darvin Ham when it comes to his rotations and just allowing, the best, you know, player who was red hot tonight in Austin Reeves, not giving him the minutes that he deserved because how well he was playing, and he was basically leading us the way to potentially winning the game. But he obviously gave some more minutes to Spencer Dinwiddie and all that, and it was just not going the type of direction that we were looking for when it comes to his efforts in this game. So once again, I mean, everything falls on Darvin Ham, falls on the players that did not play well when it came down to it. So without question, I mean, Darvin Ham is on the hot seat. His job security is on the line, and he could get fired the next day, next couple of days, maybe Friday. You never know. But just knowing the fact that the Lakers said in the past that Darvin Ham may potentially just stick around for another year because he is on a final year of his contract going to next year. So all eyes will be on him definitely when it comes to his job security. But if he gets fired potentially, next couple of days, rightfully so, because it's just the way that he coached this game, and throughout the series, and all that, it kind of leads to the fact that he may get fired. But at the other hand, knowing the Lakers of how Darvin Ham accomplished in the regular season, and I think you all know where I'm going with it when it comes to the in-season tournament championship, may play a big role of the Lakers keeping him because of it. But that's just me. I don't want to say it, but it may be the reason why. But there's also that, and also last year, the fact that Darvin Ham once again reached the playoffs, and not only reached the playoffs, but he took the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals, which also will play a big role in potentially keeping Darvin Ham. But if that's the reason, then that's a dumb reason why the Lakers will keep him, because everything matters when it comes to playoff time. And the fact that he did not deliver on his coaching style, his coaching abilities, and right rotations, and all that kind of plays a big role of you potentially losing your job because of it. Because this was your moment to push this game to a game 6 scenario and returning back to LA and maybe winning in that game and then go to game 7 and somehow you get eliminated in game 7. As long as you put the effort to be competitive in the series, then maybe your job will be safe. But at the same time, in that particular moment where you didn't give more minutes to Austin Reeves, who was red hot in the game, And the fact that you gave more minutes to Spencer Dinwiddie, who missed his free throws in 3 minutes left remaining in the game, who which could have made a huge game changer, a good amount of difference to for us to win the game by 2 points at best. I mean, that would have been honestly, the type of thing that we should have saw from Darvin Ham in this game, but we did not. So blame on Darvin Ham tonight because of this loss and getting eliminated, and the players, not making their free throws and obviously not making their shots. I believe the Lakers shot around, let's see, 28% from the three. So that's another thing when it comes down to it. And let's see here. I mean, turnovers, they were all right when it comes to their turnovers. They only had 8. And I think most of the turnovers came from, I think, LeBron James in this game. No, I mean, Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell, we'll get to him in just a bit. But other than that, um, that was also like the shooting was bad out there tonight, and just their free throws. They shot 66% from the free throw line. So that kind of tells you that they should have made their free throws if they wanted to win this game as well. So, and I think LeBron James also missed some free throws in this game, and a key one to potentially like be up by 3 points in the fourth quarter. So late in the fourth quarter, but you know that also played a big role in that. But obviously, Darvin Ham is to blame without a doubt. So it is what it is. It is what it is when it comes down to it. Anthony 17. Hopefully, Anthony Edwards beats Jamal. I have full confidence. Yeah, when it comes to the efforts that we saw from the Timberwolves against the Suns, getting obviously the Suns getting swept by the Timberwolves, a very young team. So, or not too young. I mean, OKC is the youngest team in the playoffs, but the fact that Anthony Edwards dominated the way he did against the Suns, there's no doubt that he will do the same thing against the Denver Nuggets and Jamal Murray. Like Daniel said, it could be just an outlier of how well Jamal Murray plays. When it comes down to of just him in general. But when it comes to playing the Lakers, maybe he's just an amazing type player type of thing. So that could be the case when it comes down to it. But Anthony Edwards, I think he's going to dominate in round 2 against the Nuggets, along with maybe potentially Carl Anthony Towns and all that. So without a doubt, I believe, or if anything, all the Lakers nation and all Laker fans are going to be rooting for the Timberwolves in round 2 to beat the Denver Nuggets and Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. So there's no doubt about that. So, but if anything, from a fan perspective, I'm rooting for Anthony Edwards to really dominate in this playoffs because I'm a big fan of his. I mean, just the fact that he giving me kind of like a Kobe Bryant type of vibes when it comes to his playoffs and how well he's been playing this season. So, and I keep going back to it. And I think I said this in the past. If the Lakers can do whatever it takes to package a type of deal to get like a Anthony Edwards type of thing, it'll be amazing move for the Lakers if they do it in the offseason. But it's not going to happen. I mean, I know it's not going to happen because Anthony Edwards is such a superstar caliber player that the Timberwolves will do whatever it takes to keep this guy around. So, and he'll be the face of the franchise over Karl Anthony Towns when it comes down to it. So, without a doubt, I mean, he's getting the type of treatment and type of respect that from other players like Kevin Durant, for example. So, there's no doubt that he's going to get the type of appreciation and the type of hype that he deserves because he's playing very well in this series or in the playoffs, without a doubt. So, but I'm just putting that out there when it comes down to the Lakers' offseason plans. So, and like I said, for those of you who are joining me, stay tuned for my video of the Lakers' offseason plans. I will be uploading that in the next couple of days. So stick around and be in the know of what I want to see from the Lakers. Offseason plans and who they should pursue and how to build this team back to potentially just compete and be a team to beat the Denver Nuggets next season, or in all teams in the Western Conference. Because like I said before in my last couple of live streams, um, the Lakers potentially have to compete with a very heavy Western Conference team much harder than they did, this season. So, because there's going to be some teams, the Houston Rockets. I mean, even though they were in the playoffs or in the play-in, they were competitive at the last moment of the season. So, they will be a team to be reckoned with going into the next year for sure. So, and it's just a matter of time until we see like teams like OKC will be better than themselves to be a very good competitive team, without a doubt. And Timberwolves as well. The Clippers are still going to be around when it comes to their players, and how well they've been dominating when it comes to this playoffs. So there's no doubt in my mind the Lakers have to be a very good team going into next year, and all eyes are going to be on Rob Pelinka when it comes down to it and his plans, what he needs to do to build this team back. That's if his job is not on the line when it comes down to this season. So you never know. Maybe he will potentially, you know, have his job be on the line or something like that. But there's no doubt that Darvin Ham, his job is for sure over when it comes down to it. But knowing the Lakers, I'm not sure uh, how you keep this guy around. I'm not so sure. So I mean, the fact that Anthony Davis talked a lot of crap about him when it comes to this press interview, especially in Game 2, where he basically attacked the coaching staff, and the way that he was just so pissed in that game because of another the first game when he shot from Jamal Murray. It just shows you right there that it was just destined that it may lead to his firing, without a doubt. So just saying. And even the last game, in Game 4, LeBron James' reaction to Darvin Ham not calling that challenge, where clearly LeBron didn't even touch the ball for us to you know have the ball go to the Nuggets when it came down to it. So just saying, just saying. When it comes down to it. Guy Smithson, welcome to the live stream. Ham, for sure. Yeah, it's going to happen, if anything. But I'll be shocked if the Lakers will keep him. And knowing the reports, what I've been reading, and and Darvin Ham being the yes man when it comes to Lakers organization, they may somehow keep him around, especially for the final year of his contract with the Lakers. So you never know. It may lead to that particular point. But you never know. I mean, maybe he will get fired, but you never know. He may stick around. Daniel, Trey Young time. Are we leaning to that point? I mean, it may be so because obviously what we saw from D'Angelo Russell this series, obviously it's been a continuation, and what we all knew what D'Angelo Russell was is that he is not a consistent player, and obviously we need a consistent player when it comes down to it, especially at the point guard position. So there's no doubt in my mind, D'Angelo Russell will be moving on, especially with the reports. If you guys haven't yet, go check out my video that I uploaded a couple of days ago regarding D'Angelo Russell and his future with the Lakers. According to reports from Brian Windhorst from ESPN, there's a likely scenario that he will not pick up his player option, and there's a main reason why, because obviously two things. One, He wants to test out his worth in free agency. And, there are teams out there that may look at D'Angelo Russell and say, hey, he'll be a good regular season type of player for us. So, all star caliber. So, and that's what he was. I mean, regular season, he's an all star caliber player. But, when it comes to playoff time, maybe, he won't be that guy for a potential team. So, you never know. I've seen maybe the Orlando Magic, the Miami Heat are interested potentially to pursue him in free agency, but we just have to wait and see about that. And knowing the Lakers, I think they are going to move on from D'Angelo Russell when it comes down to it. And especially when it came to his reaction in game 3, when the Lakers were playing in LA, where the way he was just sitting in the on the bench and not engaging with the group when the Lakers were in the huddle. And obviously the most important thing, he scored 0 points in game 3 when it came down to it. So there's no other way of saying it. I mean, he's not going to come back when it comes down to it. So um, that's my hope, or that's what most like fans hope when it comes down to it. And the idea is that for sure he is, Trey Young will be looked at this offseason, according to the reports anyway, that's surrounding the reports, is that he is potentially going to be looked at by the Los Angeles Lakers. I know Donovan Mitchell is potentially going to be looked at by the Lakers. Kyrie Irving has been in the talks, but knowing how well he's playing in the series against the LA Clippers and just the way that, if anything, uh, the Dallas Mavericks, that they will not allow potentially Kyrie Irving to leave, or they won't trade. No doubt in my mind, they're not going to trade with the Los Angeles Lakers because of the hate that they have for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's comes into territory when it comes to this Lakers team and around the NBA. So it is what it is. But he has been mentioned when it comes down to the target that the Lakers are looking at. And obviously, they can look at free agency. When it comes down to it. I mean, you know, Clay Thompson will be a free agent, and he has been connected with the Lakers. Um, if the Lakers want to look for a third star to team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis, that's if LeBron sticks around. So, we just have to wait and how. I mean, I haven't really heard what he said in his press conference. So, obviously, I'm on X. So, if anything does happen, I want to know first what LeBron James is going to say when it comes down to it. Okay, here's a quote from Darvin Ham. I want to read this just real quick for those of you who are listening and joining me. I really appreciate all of you for joining me. So this is from Darvin Ham from his post game season interview. Um, it's been a hell of a 2 years sitting on this seat. I will tell you that it's been a hell of a 2 years. So what does that mean? Why is he saying that type of response? It's clearly simple. He's done. He's done in LA. He's going to move on, and his job security is done. He's potentially going to get fired, or the lesser term, parting ways with the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. So, if he says that type of statement, what does that mean? That means he's going to get fired. That's what it means when it comes down to it. So that's very interesting. I just tweeted or reposted on X. If you guys want to go check that out, this source comes from Lakers all day, every day. So if you guys want to go read that quote that Darvinham made, is there for you. So uh, without a doubt, I mean that is very interesting that he said that. So uh, I mean, maybe that's just saying. You never know. Maybe the Lakers will say, "Hey, Darvin, calm down. We're not getting rid of you yet. You only have 1 year left to really prove yourself. So maybe you will stick around," type of thing. I mean, I'm just thinking of what the Lakers are thinking, and lately they haven't been thinking what the fans are thinking, at times. So, with anything, anything could potentially happen when it comes to next couple of days and what they will do with Darvin Ham. But if he puts out that type of quote, you know, when it comes to 2 years has been great and all that, it's just why do you phrase it like that type of thing? That kind of leads you to saying that you are going to get fired. That type of thing. So just saying when it comes down to it. So, but yeah, Trey Young for sure. He's going to be looked at this offseason. But I just want to put that out there when it comes to Darvin Ham and his job security. And coming from the horse's mouth, he is potentially going to be gone. When it comes down to it. Turbo, welcome to the live stream. Season is over. Lakers need to go after Kevin Durant. If the Lakers want to beat Chicken Nuggets, Lakers team is not enough. No, Lakers team is not enough. We need another All Star to help Anthony Davis and James out. Uh, I'm really glad you wrote this. For those of you who haven't heard, First Take, Stephen A. Smith mentioned in a segment with Shannon Sharp, who, obviously they were talking about the elimination by the Phoenix Suns by the Timberwolves. And Stephen A. mentioned, that, you know, Kevin Durant should look somewhere else if he wants to win a championship, and just for him not being a number one guy on his team is just obviously he wants to. He's basically saying that he should go somewhere else where he will obviously win and dominate with another superstar caliber player, and just superstars. When it comes down to it, like LeBron and Anthony Davis, and he said that you know Kevin Durant should go to the Lakers. And I'm on the type of fence here, when it comes down to that, because Kevin Durant is up there in age for sure. It's just kind of hard to say if he will be the same guy next year or not. So, we just have to look at that type of aspect of what Kevin Durant will be if he does join the Lakers. And let's all remember, he does have a lengthy contract that the Phoenix Suns gave up. And I don't think the Suns are going to potentially get rid of Kevin Durant because they went and traded the whole farm to pursue him. So I don't really see that happening. But, that could be there for the Lakers to look at in the offseason, but I just don't really see it happening. It will be a surprise because if they do pursue him, yeah, I mean the Lakers will be a contender for sure going into next year, and they could go toe to toe with the Denver Nuggets, but it's just like there's other options out there like Trey Young, like Donovan Mitchell, players who are a little younger for the Lakers to keep around for the next 4 to 5 years, and possibly, just to pair up with Anthony Davis if LeBron moves on or potentially retires from the NBA. I mean, that type of deal. That's what I want to see from the Lakers this offseason. So stick around for my predictions and what I want to see from the Lakers this off season, and this is just a glimpse of it. So um stick around for that, hit that notification bell for my thoughts and opinions about the Lakers offseason plans, when it comes down to it. So I really do appreciate your comment, Turbo. Thank you so much. And for sure, I mean the Lakers have to pursue an all-star caliber player without a doubt, but Kevin Durant, maybe not, but you never know. Anything could happen when it comes to the Lakers and, surrounding Kevin Durant this offseason. So, but, that's all coming from Stephen A. Smith. This is not a report. This is not an accurate report that's out there that the Lakers are interested in bringing in Kevin Durant. I mean, this is coming from just Stephen A. Smith, and he's not getting any sources from this particular, answer that Turbo mentioned. So, but I just wanted to put that out there that today on First Take, you know, Stephen A. Smith brought up the idea of Kevin Durant going to the Lakers, and it's just That's just talk. That's just talk at this moment. But anything could happen when it comes to offseason for the Lakers. So I want to read some more comments here. All right. So the Lakers have to start over and first, sorry, fire the coach. That kind of seems that way when it comes down to it. Obviously, some of the players are signed to a veteran minimums, 1 year deal type of thing, and obviously we're going to be a whole different team going into next year, without a doubt. And it just seems that's going to lead that way for the Lakers. When it comes down to it, and firing Darvin Ham could be, it's going to be for sure a possibility. Especially with the quote that Darvin Ham put up in the post game interview, or sorry, the post game, uh, uh, you know, um, conference, wherever you call it. So with that, it's going to potentially lead that way. But we just have to wait and see in the next couple of days what the Lakers will do when it comes down to it. So it's a waiting game, but for sure, Rob Pelinka has a job to do this offseason, and if that means we have to pursue another All-Star caliber player, package a trade deal to pursue an All-Star caliber player like a Donovan Mitchell, a Trey Young, or if there's somebody out there that we can't even think about. I can't even think about the moment because I'm just still talking about this Lakers elimination against the Nuggets tonight. So. Uh, I will be going to depth about the Lakers offseason plans in a video. So please stay tuned, hit that notification bell for my thoughts and opinions about it. But this is just a sneak peek of what I'm going to say when it comes to that particular video. But you know, stay tuned for that. I really appreciate it. So also another comment here: Lakers and AD need to be traded. Uh, Knowing the Lakers, I don't see that happening. When it comes down to it, I don't really see that happening. Other than maybe seeing LeBron potentially leaving the Lakers this offseason, it's a huge question mark when it comes down to it. I mean, he may just tired of losing and say, "Hey, I'm probably have a better opportunity of winning another championship in my final years in the NBA somewhere else." He may join Golden State. He may I don't know. I don't know what's another good team out there. He may join. I don't know. Maybe the LA Clippers. I'm not sure. So, but the Golden State Warriors is out there because of the trade deadline rumors that we heard the last couple of months. So that could potentially lead that way. But knowing the Lakers, they're going to do whatever it takes to bring back LeBron James. So if that means they have to extend him and give him 62 million, to stay, it's because that's the worth that LeBron, and most reports are indicating that that's what LeBron wants if he wants to stay with the Lakers. Um, so that could potentially lead that way for the Lakers. But with LeBron. So we just have to wait and see. But I don't see the Lakers trading LeBron and AD. When it comes down to it, and especially AD because they just gave him a contract last off season. So um, a big lengthy one, a big extension that will keep him around for at least 4 years on the Lakers. So he's going to stick around when it comes down to it. So but LeBron James is a big question mark, especially if he has a player option for 52 million. I don't really see him parting ways with the Lakers for and leaving money that much off the table to go sign somewhere else. So um, there's no doubt if he wants an extension with the Lakers that he's going to make one, and the Lakers are going to make that happen without a doubt. So we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what the offseason will hold for the Lakers and LeBron James. But, it's just sort of remains to be seen what they will do. So thank you for commenting. I really appreciate that. And thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And It's just it's just tough. It's just a sad day for Laker fans. The fact that you know, we had an opportunity tonight to extend this lead and it just didn't go our way. And it's just a tough reality of where we're at when it comes down to it. And, it's just sucks, where things are. And the fact that another game winning shot from Jamal Murray just ended our series is just tough to see, and it's just, and, the fact that the offseason is going to determine how we build this team to beat a team like the Nuggets next year is just that's the mindset now going into this offseason. So yeah, it's going to be crazy what the offseason will hold for the Lakers and what Rob Pelinka will do to build this team and the job security for Darvin Ham. Will he get fired? Will he not? But if you saw the retweet or the repost that I made on my X account, ZLN. I just retweeted and I will probably read it again for those of you who are joining me and listening to this. This is a quote after uh, Lakers loss or eliminated tonight. This is from Darvin Ham, and this is a quote for him, what he feels about this season. So um, it's been a hell of a 2 years sitting on this chair. It will tell you that I'll tell you that it's been a hell of a 2 years. So what does that mean? That is means that he's gonna get fired. That's what it means. I mean, when it comes down to it. I mean, most coaches say it's been one hell of a year. I am very motivated to go into this off season, coach this team and see what will what I guess what he needs to do to improve this team and that type of thing. So I mean, that's how a coach talks. But he's basically saying that I'm done. I'm done for this. Next last 2 years has been great and all that. I mean, the fact that he's mentioning the 2 years that he's been as the head coach for the Lakers tells you that he's going to get fired. That type of thing. So that's how I got from that quote. So yeah, I mean, it's just a reality. I mean, Daniel puts it very well right here. I mean, Vando and Wood, the fact that he didn't play him in this game, I just don't understand it. I mean, he was available to play, and the reports were out there, and I even saw the reports from Bleacher Report that he was going to, you know, he's going to be available after being out for what was it, 2 months now? I mean, since February. So the fact that that report was out there that he was going to be part of the rotation, he was going to play, but he didn't play at all, along with Christian Wood. So, um, and the fact that he didn't give more minutes to Austin Reeves, that he was just having a great game in this series against the Lakers, sorry, against the Nuggets. So it's just crazy. Did not play them exactly. Even though they came back from injury. Yeah, I mean that's just the dumb part that I just don't understand why Darvingham did not use the rotations well, and it's been that way throughout the regular season. I mean, it's just the fact that he didn't use the right rotations and the right lineups in play to help us win games, and it's just that played a big role of why Lakers are where they're at when it comes to the seventh seed and the fact that they were being within the play-in, and it's because of the bad rotations that Darvingham put up. So, and we can say that injuries played a big role in that, but no, I don't really believe that. I mean, the fact that Rui, you know, was still on the bench for almost half the season, and yet you put him in the starting lineup like in February, late January type of thing. That was obviously too little, too late to improve. The uh, you know the wins that you should have won when it comes down to it. So I'm just saying, it, Darvin Ham should have coached better this season. That's all I have to say. Imagine we lost to them 3 times. Um, yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, it's just crazy. I didn't want to think. I just don't want to think about that. I mean, that's just that would be a heartbreak for sure. Celtics beat Nuggets in finals. I don't want to go that route because I don't want to root for the Celtics because as a Lakers fan, I don't want to do that. So much as I am mad at the Nuggets, I don't want the Celtics. If it ends up being that of the Nuggets being in the finals versus the Celtics, I don't want Celtics to win. I mean, just this is just coming from a Lakers perspective when it comes down to it. So as much as I am mad at the Nuggets, you know, I'm not going to be rooting for the Nuggets to beat the Celtics, but you know, if they beat the Celtics, that's great. But I mean, it's just that's just me. All right, being a Lakers fan, we don't root for the Celtics because that's our rival. So that's I'm just saying. So feel handy. Yeah, I mean, there's talks for sure. Potentially, if the Lakers are going to fire Darvin Ham, Phil Handy will be in the conversations for the head coaching job. But I said this numerous times in my live streams and giving my thoughts about the idea of a potential replacement for Darvin Ham if he does get fired. Is that I want experienced head coach, you know, if anything. But there's nobody out there that I really am thinking about when it comes to potentially changing the potential head coaching job. And the fact that as much as I loved Phil Handy and the way that he is a good development coach, and been on numerous championship teams, and it's just he has a good relationship with LeBron and Anthony Davis, Vando, Rui Hachimura, that type of deal. The fact that I want to see that happen. It's just I don't want to see another scenario where the Lakers go and hire a head coach, a first time head coach type of scenario. That's just me. I don't want to see that again. But if there's an exception, then yeah, I will probably say I would want to see um, Phil Handy be the replacement for Darvin Ham. But it should have happened, in my opinion, uh, in mid season when it came down to it, because we want to see well Phil Handy coaches if he is ready for that role, because this is going to be his first time head coach type of scenario. So similar situation of what Darvin Ham was, but or is. So you know, I'm just saying. I just don't want the fact that we go after another first time head coach type of scenario. I want a new experienced head coach. That's what I want to see. So, but I won't be mad. I won't be mad if it does lead to potentially hiring Phil Handy as the new head coach. That I'm just saying, when it comes down to that. So, but again, I want to see a experience head coach this time around. But that's just me. From Ghetto Rabbit, welcome to the live stream. Lakers should fire Darvin at the airport and make him Uber. Yeah. Like I said, when it came down to the quote that he made, it's been a hell of a 2 years sitting in this chair or the seat. I will tell you that it's been a hell of a 2 years. That quote alone tells me that he is going to get fired. I mean, if he just says it like that, what does that mean? That means he's going to get fired. So, I mean, if we fire him and it leads, let's fire him at the airport and send him an Uber or make him get an Uber. I mean, that would be crazy. That would be funny for sure. But yeah, I mean, if he says that, that means he is going to get fired, when it comes down to it. But he has to. He has to get fired. I mean, just this game alone. I mean, the fact that he did not give the type of minutes to Austin Reeves, where he was having a great game in this game, especially in the 2 minutes left remaining, where he shot a huge three that really helped the Lakers out at one point. And, the fact that the video, what I heard from Lakers Nation was that there was a video that's swirling around that Austin Reeves was sitting on the bench and looking anxious and getting the coach's attention to tell him that, hey, put me back in the game type of thing. And he didn't do that. I mean, that tells you right there that it was a dumb decision by Darvin Ham for not letting that happen. And in fact, giving more minutes to Spencer Dinwiddie was just pretty bad when it came down to that. So, okay, this is a post from Lakers all day, every day. Breaking: Darvin Ham is highly unlikely to return as the Lakers uh, next season, according to Shams Charania. So, if Shams Charania is reporting it, it could potentially be the reality. Darvin Ham season with the Lakers will be potentially over after tonight. So, next couple of days, we will probably see the announcement, but you know, it's just leaning that way, when it comes down to it, without a doubt. So, this is another post by Lakers all day, every day. Spencer Dinwiddie said that he love to be a Laker next season if the Lakers are interested in re-signing him. I'm here to say this right now, and this is a report coming from uh, Johan Boha of the Athletic. So, without a doubt, I mean, I don't want to see that happen, especially when it comes to this game. He missed a free throw that was supposed to be key for the Lakers to win this game. So I'm just saying, I mean, I personally, you know, wanted the Lakers at one point to bring him back, but at the same time, I was like, no, just the way he played in this season and thinking about it, the way he played in the regular season and in the postseason, it was just pretty bad from his part. So, um, I want the Lakers to look for a better point guard and a better backup point guard when it comes down to it, specifically when it comes down to that. Let's read some more comments here from Ghetto Rabbit. Another wasted year with AD and LeBron. Austin uh, missed two big free throws too. Yeah, it was also him. It was also LeBron James where he missed an and one type of scenario. So the fact that there was lots of missed free throws in this game. I mean, Lakers shot 66% from the free throw line. So that played a big role why you lost this game. So, the fact that if you just would have made all your free throws, you know, things would have been much better for the Lakers when it came down to it. So, you know, that's just it just sucks. Sucks that it happened this way. It was ridiculous. Drew Holiday would be nice. Yes, he would be nice, especially his defensive side of his skill set, what he brings to the table when it comes down to it. So, Drew Holiday would be nice to have on this Lakers team, especially the defensive thing. So, uh, but without a doubt, I mean, Rob Pelinka has a lot of work to do when it comes to uh, what he needs to do in free agency, who he needs to bring in, and when it comes down to it. So If you want to see and hear about my plans for the off season, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. A video will be coming to you very, very soon about the Lakers off-season plans. We'll be going in depth, who they need to pursue, and what area they need to pursue, and what type of trades they need to make, and if somehow a coaching change is going to happen, which seems likely it's going to be. When it comes down to it, I mean, it's going to be very interesting how things are going to potentially um, what's going to happen this off season, which obviously begins today, so or tonight. So it is going to be very interesting what we're going to see this off season from this Lakers team. So if you want to see my prediction or my thoughts on what the Lakers should do this off season, please hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Yeah, free throws, they can't make it. Yeah, I mean, 66%, that was just ridiculous. Miss 30 coming from the free throw. Yeah, for sure. Let's see, Chris. They were they were like 16 to 17. Yeah, I mean, they missed a lot of free throws in this game. I'm just looking at it right now. 18 of 27. Let's give some credit here off by 2 points here, but it's still bad. It's still bad. I mean, they shot 66% from the free throw line, and the fact that they shot 28% from the three also played a big role why you lost tonight. And obviously, D'Angelo Russell, his shots were not going in. He went 2 of 10 from the three, and those threes that he was making came from the fourth quarter. So, and at the end of the third quarter as well. So, it's just kind of tells you that Lakers shooting efforts and their free throws, they were just not in it. It's just the reality, and it just sucks because it's just some nights they make it happen. Sometimes they don't. They're not consistent. That's why hopefully going to the offseason, they find somebody who are consistent, that can score, that can shoot, and obviously can be a big game changer for us next year. But we just have to wait and see, and also what the salary cap will be for the Lakers. That's another thing. Do the Lakers have the salary to bring in some really key caliber players for the rotations and potentially starting with LeBron and Anthony Davis type thing? It just sort of remains to be seen. That's another thing. So, uh, there's a lot of things we're going to get into this off season. I am a bit anxious of going into it because it's going to be very interesting what the Lakers will do. So I really can't wait to really get into it. And the first thing that we'll probably know for sure is that Darvin Ham is out, especially from the reports from Shams Charania that he is unlikely going to return for next season. And the fact that the quote that Darvin Ham put out there that it was I'm paraphrasing here. It's been amazing 2 years type of run and that type of thing. It's just tells you right there that he's done. And I think that puts a smile to all Laker fans, including myself, when it comes down to it. So change needs to happen, hopefully for the better. And if it's Phil Handy or maybe finding an experienced head coach, then that's going to be the deal for the Lakers when it comes down to it. Let's see here from Ghetto Rabbit. Still 9 points after losing by 2. Yeah, if the Lakers would have made their free throws, they would have obviously been up by 9 points. But still, I mean, with how things turned out, maybe the Lakers would have won the game by at least 2 or 3 points if that was the case. If Spencer Dinwiddie made his free throws, if Austin Reeves made his free throws, LeBron James, if he would have made his free throws, I think things would have been much differently for the Lakers when it came down to it. And all of them should have. all of them. I mean, the only player that made all of his free throws out of all players was Torian Prince, who I don't really see him coming back for the Lakers next season for sure. So, you know, it's just a reality of how things should have been for this Lakers outcome of tonight's game. But, you know, we could think any sort of way how things would have been. But the reality is, this is where we're at right now. And it sucks. But hopefully, Lakers will be a much better team going into next year. But, you know, we have 4 or 5 months to change things for the better. So we got to wait and see what Rob Lincoln will do. Let's see, Chris. Uh, Not a smart call to challenge as well. Yes, Darvin Ham, when it comes down to it, especially when it came to game five, or no, excuse me, game four, the reaction of LeBron James was so valid. There's no other way of saying it. It was so valid. The fact that LeBron did not touch the ball, and the fact that it was gave the ball back to the Nuggets, and Darvin Ham didn't call for a challenge, craziness. And they were right there. I mean, Darvin Ham was right there, plain as day. Did not see LeBron touch the ball, and the fact that he didn't challenge tells you that throughout this. I mean, there was numerous times throughout the season that there were calls that he should have called on, especially in the series against the Nuggets. It's just craziness, craziness. Still tells you right now, and I still to the point that I still want the Lakers to pursue an experienced head coach because it still shows you that Darvin Ham is still learning, and we don't want to see that when it comes to playoff time. I mean, I'm not trying to say that Phil Handy will do the same, but I don't know. I'm still having a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to first time head coaches, and it doesn't work out well, and especially now with Darvin Ham. So experienced head coach for me is the way to go. But at the same time, I won't be mad if Lakers, hire Phil Handy as the new head coach because he has the respect of the locker room. He has a good, relationship with players because how well he develops them to become better players, and the fact that he won multiple championships throughout the years that he's been assistant head coach with the Cleveland Cavaliers, with the Lakers, and I think he also won a championship with the Toronto Raptors. So with Kawhi and them, so three-time champion as an assistant. He has a good resume under his belt. And the fact that he has the respect of the players that he coaches, it kind of tells you that that's obviously needed for this Lakers locker room to build the type of say or to keep the same chemistry that you will have for this Lakers team with Anthony Davis and LeBron and Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and Vando, who are under contract, by the way. So, and, keep him around for that. It will be for sure the type of, uh, uh, what's the word for it? The word escapes me at the moment, but, uh, you know, it, when it comes down to it, Phil Handy will be the right move and the right decision for the Lakers to make. But at the same time, uh, experienced head coach for me is the way to go. But I won't be mad if Lakers hire Phil Handy as the replacement for Darvin Ham. So, you know, that's just me. And once that happens, guys, stay tuned for a video that will come to you when it comes down to that. And uh, who the Lakers will potentially be hiring as well. So it's going to be a very busy offseason for ZLN. So please stick around, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank you all so much for an amazing season, for being with me and joining me every single post game show when the Lakers loses and when the Lakers win at times. I mean, it's just it was a fun ride. It was a fun ride, and you guys made that possible. and keep me motivated to make videos, to go live for you. And it's just you guys just been an amazing audience on YouTube and social media as well. Uh, the fact that we have a huge following on Facebook is just amazing. We have about 8,000 followers on Facebook, and we're getting close to 5,000 on here. So keep sharing my live streams, keep sharing my videos, and just keep follow me all across social media. It's just a way for me to know that you guys appreciate my work and what I do on here, and it's just amazing. It was just amazing that the type of support that I'm getting on here is just amazing. It really is, and it's been tough times as Laker fans. We uh, are suffering here. When it comes to how the Lakers been playing, and the fact that we can come on here and rant and talk about it, and get it all out. It's just therapy. It's therapy, when it comes down to it, especially for me. I mean, talking about the Lakers and getting out my frustrations. It's just uh, I do like to do that, but at the same time, we like to calm down a bit and get into the type of thing that you should do better at, and it's just amazing that I have this type of audience, and I really appreciate it. I really do, for sure. Uh, Want to see what else is going on X. If anything new is coming out. uh, and the sources that I'm getting when it comes to the reports that I've been talking about in this live stream, guys, go check out Lakers all day, every day. I mean, he has a huge following, and he's doing a great job. When it comes to his sources, what he brings to the table. So this one in particular, that it's very important for everyone to hear. According to him, LeBron James is expected to play up to 2 more seasons, according to Shams Charania. So that means with the Lakers or not, it's still indicating that LeBron will stick around for the next 2 years. So without a doubt, that could be a possibility. So, but that's the report that we're hearing. AD, this is another quote. This is AD said that he would try to recruit LeBron James back to LA for year 22. His goal is to win and feel like we can do that here. Okay, that's interesting. The fact that LeBron is going to really think hard about what he will do this offseason will play a big role of the Lakers and what he will do this offseason. So, and the fact that Anthony Davis is going to convince him, that will be interesting to watch. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, lots of thinking, lots of decisions that are going to be made for sure this offseason. But the fact that Shams Charania reports that LeBron is expected to play 2 more seasons is interesting. But at the same time, will it be with the Lakers? Sort of remains to be seen. Because there has been talk that he will sign an extension with the Lakers. So, and that's all he can do because according to the rules of the NBA, players who are older than 36 or 37 cannot um, cannot sign a huge contract with a team because of their age. So with that, it is a possibility that LeBron will potentially sign an extension with the Lakers or with any team that he goes to. So, or not an extension with the other teams, but with a shorter contract with a certain team. So, we just have to wait and see. But knowing the reports and what's surrounding the reports, and especially Anthony Davis and all that, so it may seems it's a likelihood that LeBron James will re-sign with the Lakers or sign an extension with the Lakers. I just don't see him leaving. I really don't, especially at the late of his career. But anything could happen. I mean, he may just sign or ask for a trade to the Golden State Warriors so he could team up with Steph Curry type of thing. You know, there were talks during the season, especially during the trade deadline, that he or the Golden State Warriors were trying to pursue LeBron to be traded to their team, and obviously the Lakers, according to the reports, is that they were listening, but they weren't that serious on it, and it's the fact that Rich Paul right away denied the reports that LeBron wanted to be traded type of thing. It just kind of tells you that he is committed to be with the Lakers, and uh, it's just the reality of what that we may see from LeBron when it comes down to it. That he will sign an extension. He'll pick up his player option, the 52 million, which is crazy if he turned that down. So to go play somewhere else. So he may just sign the extension or sign no pick up his player option and sign an extension with the Lakers, and he will stick around. So that's what I see. But anything could happen this offseason that will stun us, when it comes down to it. So, and Chris puts it out there. I just saw it right now. Yeah, he will sign and take a pay cut wherever Lon, uh, uh, Ronnie Bronny goes. Yeah, I mean, if it does lead to that point, then yeah, I mean, maybe the Lakers will trade him, for sure. But you never know. Maybe the Lakers will sign Bronny, and he will just sign an extension with the Lakers. But we just have to wait and see about that. I want to read some more comments here before I end this live stream. And thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream. I'm going to end this pretty soon because I already went over my limit here. So um, I just want to read some more comments before I end this live stream. From Daniel, D'Lo gone, Trey Young here. Um, yeah, I mean, with the reports that we've been hearing, Trey Young is going to be showing a lot of interest by the Lakers, along with Donovan Mitchell and maybe Kyrie Irving. I mean, I'm seeing the comment here from Daniel too. I mean, or Kyrie, but knowing the Dallas Mavericks, it's not going to happen. I don't really see them trading with the Lakers because how much they hate the Lakers, and that's not going to happen. And also, I just don't see uh, the Lakers pursuing Kyrie Irving. So the only choices that I see that's realistic is Trey Young or Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell will be the guy that I personally want, but Trey Young, he's no scrub. I mean, he's an all-star caliber guy who's I don't want to say well, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to say he's better than D'Lo. I mean, without a doubt. But at the same time, I mean, there's also another player, DeJounte Murray, teammate of Trey Young. So maybe Lakers will visit that type of trade again in the offseason with the Atlanta Hawks. But, um, we just have to wait and see about that for sure, what they will do. So let's read some more here. Let's see. Chris Levine, maybe, but his contract is just killing. When it comes to the Lakers and them pursuing him. I mean, that's why they didn't pursue him at the trade deadline, or any team were going to pursue him because of his contract. I mean, he signed just last year a what was like a 4-year contract that's worth around 46 million per year. I mean, that's crazy enough. I mean, you're not going to make a trade for that type of contract, especially a guy who dealt with injury left and right, and hasn't been that consistent when it comes to his style of play. So that alone tells you that he is that they are not going to pursue him in the off season. I just don't see it happening. That's why I see Trey Young as a realistic move. DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell would be amazing if the Lakers pursue him and get him. Um, about free agency, also, uh, Clay Thompson is another guy that maybe the Lakers will look at. So, just saying, when it comes down to that, those are the realistic type of targets that I could say. But if you want to know more what the Lakers will do this offseason, please stay tuned. Hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel for my video upload of Lakers offseason plans. That's where we will have a much better idea what the Lakers will do this offseason. So I'll get into all the needs and what Rob Lincoln needs to do and who's the coach that the Lakers will pursue. So um, just stay tuned for the next couple of days. I just want to see about the status of Darvin Ham, if he will get fired the next day or the next couple of days, or I believe I don't know if it was Chris or maybe Daniel that put out there that put out there that maybe Darvin Ham will get fired on Friday. So we just have to wait and see about that. I want to wait for his status so I can make a whole type of plan and scenario of what the Lakers will do this offseason. So yeah. Want to read some couple of comments before I end this live stream. Ghetto Rabbit, Lakers all day, every day does a podcast with Lamar Odom too. Yeah, I know all about them. They are a really good media, uh, you know, uh, sports media that I personally like to tune in at times, and also love his what do you call it? The what he does when it comes to his channel and his platform. So I suggest all of you to go subscribe to him or follow him on social media because he brings the news right away, especially when it comes to the reports that we got already from Darvin Ham, according to Shams Charania, was that it seems highly unlikely that Darvin Ham returns to the Lakers next season. So if that is the case, then we're done with Darvin Ham as the Lakers head coach. So that's going to be something for sure. So uh, you know what? I'll read this comment here before I end this live stream. Jay, welcome to the live stream. Uh, Prince got fouled on the last play. Ham can go not to the right coach for the team 2024. I mean, he just should have made some challenge or just you know should have coached better. That's why he's not going to be here for next year. So it's leading to that point. And according to reports, it's highly unlikely that he will return next season. So according to Shams Charania of the Athletic. So yeah, guys. I mean, this was an awesome ride. It was an interesting season. The Lakers end their season with a 47-win record, and they faced the Nuggets. The good thing is they didn't get swept, but the reality is it kind of seemed that way. So, uh, regardless of how things turn out, I mean, my hope is that the Lakers will have a much better season and a much better off season for uh, a potential rebuild type scenario. And if you want to know my Lakers off-season plans of what Rob Pelinka should do this off-season and who should they target in free agency, who should they trade for in free agency or the off-season and all that, and who's going to be the new head coach. Stick around for that video that I will be uploading very soon, next couple of days. Just want to wait until the status of Darvin Ham, if he will get fired or not. But it seems likely that it will be. And who will they potentially pursue? Sort of remains to be seen about that. So, um, once again, I want to thank every single one of you for joining me on this live stream and joining for my post game shows this season and the playoffs and all that. So, you guys just an amazing, amazing audience on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me all across social media for a busy, busy off season. This is where this channel will deliver you everything that goes down when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers and their off-season plans. If you want to know the news and update speculations about the Lakers and their off-season plans, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Once again, I want to thank everyone for an amazing season, for joining me on my live streams and subscribing, hitting a notification bell once again, and my videos. And you guys is awesome. You guys are amazing, amazing audience. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.